I've got to say, this is a very entertaining album to listen to. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Molly, and in this video I am going to be reacting to the first studio album, also known as the Blue Album, from the band Weezer. Now, Weezer is a band that a lot of you have been recommending I check out for a while now. I'm not at all familiar with their music. I've definitely heard of the name Weezer before, but I don't know what they sound like. I've never heard any of their tracks, and so I figured I should check out their music. I think some of you have even mentioned that Deftones used to sound check this entire album, the Blue Album by Weezer, when they were like warming up for shows and stuff. So I just figured I would check it out and see what the big deal is about Weezer, if I like their music. Okay, so diving right on into the first track on this album, we have My Name Is Jonas.
My name is Jonas. This is how we feel.
Just a nice rock sound right off the start.
We've all left the den and typewriting.
Nice little melodic interludes here with the acoustic guitar.
Fresh out of batteries. Tell me what to do now.
Yeah, I like the sound of this first track so far. It's kind of going back and forth between those melodic acoustic guitar intervals, and then the lyrics come in and bring a little bit more ferocity to the sound.
The driverless red dealer is mad. Going home, yeah.
Yeah, this track definitely has kind of a jam session in the garage vibe to its sound, but its delivery is really, really impactful. Some harmonica.
My name is Jonas.
Track 1, My Name Is Jonas. I really enjoyed that track. I liked how it, like I said, kind of went back and forth with the really acoustic parts, borderline, almost like a folk sounding song. You had the harmonica, the acoustic guitar, but then when the chorus and the more like powerful parts of that track came in, it definitely brought a lot of energy to it, and I really liked the vocals too. And moving on, we have track 2, No One Else. When I'm away, she never leaves her house.
She looks around and around, you know, she says that anyone.
Yeah, there's like a almost spunky energy to the sound of this album so far.
I want a girl who's the house. I want to.
Almost like a pop punk energy, bordering on that a little bit.
It's over now. I want a girl who loves for no one else. Yeah.
Track 2, No One Else. Kind of a spunkiness to that one. I just liked the energy that it brought. I'm really enjoying the lead singer of Weezer's voice. I like the way his voice sounds, and the instrumentals are great too so far in this album. That one kind of had some messed up lyrics going on, almost like keeping a girl completely to yourself and she's like basically nothing unless she's around you. It makes me very intrigued thematically what the rest of this album is going to deliver on. But yeah, moving on to track 3, we have The World Has Turned and Left Me Here. I like the start of this one. You know, the acoustic guitar paired with that heavier guitar. Really nice sound.
Just where I was before you appeared, turning further every day, and in your place, an empty space.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like heartbreak going on with the themes of this album lyrically, all about being abandoned, left behind by someone.
Turning further every day, and in your place, an empty space.
I do really like the singer's voice here. It's a great blend of a little bit intense and kind of growly sounding, but it's not like super harsh and abrasive. It's a good balance between the two. Track 3, The World Has Turned and Left Me Here. That one was really great. I loved that track a lot. I loved how it blended, again, very acoustic, restrained, quiet moments with a lot of more intensity from just the heavier instrumentals going on. And there's just a great acoustic tone to this album. It just almost has like an authenticness to its sound. Like it's not absolutely perfect and overly produced. It kind of just has this raw acoustic, like slightly unpolished sound to it, which I actually really like. And then moving on, we have track 4, Buddy Holly. I've got to say, this is a very entertaining album to listen to. Ooh, this part's pretty awesome. I like this part of this track. That was track 4, Buddy Holly. I loved the energy, and again, there's like this spunkiness of this album. They're just delivering such great energy combined with almost like a sort of humor to the lyrics, which just makes this album really entertaining to listen to, both lyrically and sonically. It's just a fun album. And then I'm just going to move on to track 5, Undone, the Sweater Song. All right, this one is markedly slower tempo right off the start. Interesting, like, kind of ambient stuff going on. There's some people talking. This track has a really great rhythm to it. I love how we went from that kind of more laid back rhythm going on, and now they're kind of bringing it more with this guitar. Lyrically, this track does a really good job of using images to describe the feelings that he's experiencing. Pull this thread, unravel my sweater, leave me naked there lying on the floor. It's kind of a great metaphor for heartbreak almost, and like giving yourself away to someone and then they walk away and leave you there alone and vulnerable. Okay, I wasn't expecting this track to sound like this at the start. Why is this end giving me goosebumps with the piano going on? It's such an interesting tone. That was track 5, Undone, the Sweater Song. The more this album goes on, the more I'm really enjoying it. Track 5, Undone, that is my favorite track so far on this album. At the start, I didn't really know what to think with kind of the slower tempo and then the ambient people talking. It was a little bit strange, and that track just built up. The end of it was amazing. All right, and moving on to track 6, we have Surf Wax America. We're back to that kind of pop punk energy going on. Oh, this song just changed.
Take your heart and work. Now I can never go home. You take your
Definitely some Deftones style slow down and then energetic burst toward the end again. You all know I love that.
let's go!
Track 6, Surf Wax America. Loved the energy of that one. Kind of given off like some very slight pop punk energy, but then you had that little part where it slowed down a lot and it became a lot more melodic and quiet. Lyrically, kind of the same lines repeating over and over, but kind of humorous also. They're still carrying that through this whole album. And I'm going to move on to track 7, Say It Ain't So. I know that this is one that Deftones has covered at some of their live performances and concerts, so I'm really intrigued to hear it. Yeah, track 7, Say It Ain't So.
Oh yeah. Alright. Something is bubbling behind my
Fun little vocal delivery there.
say it ain't so.
There's like a slight, just beachy, carefree sound to this album too. Like it's very loose and relaxed.
Is a water slide away from me that takes it fuller every day.
Yeah, again, I can definitely hear some slight similarities with the sound of this song and Deftones' really early stuff like Adrenaline, or even more what you would hear on their demo like Linus.
Drowning in the flood. Yeah.
I love this electric guitar.
Say it ain't so.
Track 7, Say It Ain't So. I just loved the vibe of that track, the kind of laid back, chill, carefreeness of its sound. It was really just enjoyable to listen to. I can definitely see that being a song that Deftones would cover. Deftones definitely brings a little bit more intensity to their delivery. Weezer, at least on this first album, is a little bit more pulled back, like relaxed, like I said, almost beachy sounding, but there's definitely some similarities if you listen to Like Linus. And then up next we have track 8, In the Garage. We're back with that harmonica.
I've got a 12-sided die.
I love this guitar. It's so heavy sounding.
I've got posters on the wall. No one hears me sing this song.
In the garage where I belong, no one hears me sing this song. Definitely an introvert's vibe. I can relate to that.
I play my stupid songs, and I love everyone waiting there for me.
I just love the lyrics on this album. Oh, we have the guitar again. That was track 8, In the Garage. Again, very entertaining lyrically, also very relatable lyrically, kind of about not really feeling comfortable showing like your true self and interests and hobbies to the world for fear of judgment. So you kind of just retreat into your safe little space, your garage. Kind of an interesting track, and I liked the sound of it. You had that harmonica going on, and then I loved the guitar on that one too. And then moving on, we have track 9, Holiday.
Let's go away for a while, you and I.
Again, with how this band really does incorporate a lot of harder, more intense sounds, but they just keep that really laid back, beachy atmosphere going on. This is different. Track 9, Holiday. I really liked, again, the quiet parts paired with like the more driving instrumentals when they come in. Loved the guitar on that one. And again, they just kind of kept that whole laid back sound to it, yet they brought a little bit more intensity to that one. And I'm just going to move right along to track 10, the final track on this album, called Only in Dreams. I love that bass. And then they're slowly introducing in more instrumentals here. Yeah, there's like this great just acoustic tone to this whole album, which I really enjoy.
Oxygen and carbon.
I love this really just simplistic, soft percussion here going on, and then paired with that warmer bass. It's just a great sound. And then those melodic verses pair so well with this chorus that just brings more intensity to its sound. Interesting vocals. I just love that rich, warm bass that's gone on through this entire track. It just creates such a great foundation for this song. All right, it's building up. It's still building up. There we go. And then we're just going to end with that bass again. That was track 10, Only in Dreams, the last track on Weezer's first studio album. That one was amazing. I loved how restrained it was, and then they just built up on the choruses and toward the end there and brought the energy and intensity. You could really appreciate how layered that song was with the bass, the guitar, a fantastic ending to this album. So that is going to conclude my reaction to the Blue Album by Weezer, their first studio album. Didn't really know what their sound overall was going to be, and I really enjoyed it. It's definitely slightly different from the music I tend to gravitate toward. A little bit more almost borderline acoustic rock sounding at points. Less of that whole like atmospheric movie soundtrack stuff that I typically gravitate toward. But I really enjoyed this album. At the start, I was a little unsure, and then around track 3, 4, it definitely started to win me over. Track 3, The World Has Turned and Left Me Here, was absolutely a standout. I loved that one. Also, the last track, Only in Dreams, was fantastic. I loved the layering going on with that one. You could really appreciate all of the instrumentals being utilized. And I think my favorite track on this album is track 5, Undone, the sweater song. That one was amazing. Again, toward the start, I was a little bit unsure of it. By the end of that track, I was completely won over. I loved the sound of it. I am really looking forward to hearing the rest of their stuff. I think their next album, Pinkerton, I will probably react to next. And I know that album has like 5 out of 5 stars across the board from critics. So I'm definitely intrigued to hear that album. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.